The Texas wheat crop has had its fair share of rain this year, and then some. For some farmers, it's been a blessing. For others, not so much.
Could be a total loss. It's hard to say. You know, the wheat looks ready to cut, but it's not. It's about a week away. If water gets up over the heads, the wheat will be gone.
Edward farms along the Red River west of Texarkana. Record amounts of rain upstream have caused Lake Texoma to overflow, swelling the river downstream. That water has to go somewhere, and that somewhere is Edward's wheat fields. Every day the waters continue to rise, and he's not sure what to expect when the river finally recedes.
We'll see what the river takes, what it doesn't take. If there's any wheat left to speak of, maybe we can get it, maybe we won't.
South of Fort Worth, Jay Davis checks his wheat. He doesn't have to worry about river flooding, but the weather has still played havoc on his crop. Severe storms have dumped tons of rain, hail, and debris on his fields. The hail was the worst, knocking the grain out of the wheat heads.
Towards the end of April 26th, we had a severe storm come through here with multiple tornadoes and large hail that hit this crop pretty hard. We had part of the wheat crop sustain pretty severe damages up to about 60% as a result of that storm.
The area around Grandview where Jay farms has had over 30 inches of rain since April. The wheat is ready to harvest, but it's too wet. Plus, the grain is starting to sprout in the heads, meaning it's not good for human consumption. Alan Meissner is in the same situation. He farms a couple hours south of Jay near Bartlett. He hasn't gotten the hail, but the rain just won't quit. What was once the best crop he had ever seen is now a disaster.
We all know that farming is a gamble, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. We haven't had a total loss on wheat in quite a few years, so I guess maybe we're due, but it is a shame just to have such a great wheat crop this year and to watch it sit out here in the field and not be able to harvest it.
Even if he does harvest, once the grain sprouts, it can only be used for animal feed. Most of the feeder cattle are in the panhandle, and the shipping cost to get it up there is expensive, and there won't be much left over to pay the bills. Not everyone is counting losses, though. The farther west you go, the better the crop. In fact, in some places, the rain has fallen exactly when needed.
Over the last 30 days here around Moretti, we've had around 8 inches of rain. So it's really been great, and it's came in slow increments, inch to 2 inches at a time. So it's really been nice. Nothing's ran off. We've held it all. It's been very, very beneficial.
Because of that, Gene is harvesting one of his best wheat crops in years. 50 bushels per acre on wheat planted in last year's wheat fields, and about 25 to 30 bushels on wheat planted behind cotton. For the San Angelo area, that's a bumper crop. The wheat north of Gene in the South Plains and Panhandle is also looking good, possibly making up to 70 bushels per acre on irrigated land. One thing's for certain, the rains had a tremendous impact on Texas wheat and Texas wheat farmers, some good and some bad. For TFB News, Ed Wolf, Texas.